most luxurious mansions of footballers. Football is unquestionably among the highest paying sports in the world. When it comes to their living arrangements, game stars are infamous for overspending. For their skills and flair, football stars are paid well. Through lucrative contracts and sponsorship money, they're capable of earning enormous sums of money due to their fame and commercial viability. People may not be aware of this, but with increased wealth comes a change in taste. And for some football players, the craziest fantasies they once had become their new reality. Number 5. Mario Balotelli. Since his peak, Mario Balotelli has attracted the attention of some of the biggest clubs in the world, moving from Inter to Manchester City and then back to Italy at AC Milan. The estate includes the 4-bedroom house in Elderly Edge, the Wax Mecca, which has a heated indoor swimming pool, a personal theater, and even a synthetic turf putting hole for improving your golf swings. His villa has 4 bedrooms, 4 bathrooms, and was once a rental property. Mario Balotelli, a striker from Manchester City, just listed his opulent property on the market, and it could be yours for the princely amount of £13,495 per month, which is 16,075 euros. Number 4. Neymar. The most costly homes owned by soccer players include a $50 million mansion and a $20 million penthouse. Considering that Neymar earned $95 million in 2020, you can't talk about spending millions of dollars without bringing up his purchase of a home where you may lounge on a helicopter. The expendables of this guy's house were apparently recorded for a picture, but they aren't reportedly in the movie, dude. This guy has a personal volleyball court in addition to a tennis court, because what famous celebrity's home would be complete without ridiculous swimming pool? Come on, man, he's Neymar, the only professional legend who is capable of docking a $8 million yacht and landing a helicopter, living a life like a king. Well, with that mansions, how can we just forget the legend? Number 3. Lionel Messi. I found that Lionel Messi not only purchased the largest villa in Barcelona, but also practically his whole neighborhood. He also made a lot more money in 2020 than Steph Curry and Tiger Woods, and of course, he's blowing smoke. Additionally, he purchases more automobiles than I do shoes. This dude actually brought a $9 million estate that is so opulent that the government forbade planes from flying over because it is so disorganized. I need a break after seeing this, so please call my boy Messi. Anyway, this disc offers everything a sportsman might want. Messi has a whole floor of the estate allocated to a gym. I'm referring to benches, treadmills, etc. How many soccer players can actually say that they have an entire room in their house dedicated to basketball? But Messi can. When he wakes up a single day and is reminded to become a legend. When Messi was owning his skills to becoming the greatest player in the world, he could spend several hours in his pool with a captivating panorama of the mountains. This man runs a full-court games in his mansion. He has a full soccer field in his backyard, so clearly he takes his gaming seriously. Don't get fooled by a smile. He may seem like a chill man, but one day, when his neighbors irritated him, he rented those houses to college boys, because in a paradise like this, sometimes things get crazier. He ensures that his family enjoys themselves by building a playground for his children and posting pictures of his family on social media frequently. Number 2. David Beckham. If you know anything at all about David, it's that he's addicted to flexing, which is why he bought the most expensive penthouse of any athlete. David's property cost him more than the entire town where Messi lives. David Beckham, a football player, owns the most expensive property, a lavish residence in London. Beckham, a legendary and former player for Manchester United, paid £31.5 million for the home in 2013, and then spent an additional £8 million renovating it. A few of the neighbors are Robbie Williams, Simon Cowell, and others. Now that I know you are considering how to obtain an apartment, I can tell you that all you have to do is become one of the finest players in the world, and you will rule the globe. However, this Miami apartment is at the peak of a 700-foot tower where you can get an unbelievable view of the Miami skyline and Biscayne Bay. So you could be out of luck since there's no way I'd give this up if I were him. The 5 bedrooms and 7 bathrooms in his 10,000 square foot apartment came fully furnished as a thank you for the $28 million he spent on it. However, the best features of living in this masterpiece are the 4 pools, one of which is inside on the 61st floor. Man, This guy had more homes than I did matches on Tinder. That must be nice, but I can't even be mad at him for buying these Los Angeles mansions after signing a $250 million contract with the Galaxy. If this man wants to become the next big thing, he has a recording studio with 6 bedrooms, 9 bathrooms, an elevator, and a library. Make sure to hit the like and subscribe buttons. It only takes a second and helps us tremendously with the algorithm. However, the palm trees that surround the entire property provide David with different levels of privacy whenever he pulls up in his Ferraris and Rolls Royces. If he decides to host a pool party, he also has a pool in the back. However, the most absurd aspect is that none of this compares to Cristiano Ronaldo. Number 1. Cristiano Ronaldo. Many players own mansions and Ferraris, but Ronaldo said, "Hold it down, he's going to do something that none of you can do." Literally, the only professional player with a home on his own island can do it. Dude not only spent $50 million in houses, he also spent an additional million to have his own island when he crashed put to this. He had 284 million followers on Instagram, and let him know, yeah, it's really Ho's island. But you all will think where he's living on it, well, you all know he coped something crazy, or just took it, since it's his own island. I mean, I have no idea how long he has worked there. He spends the majority of his time in a villa with a rooftop pool and a perfect view of the Atlantic Ocean. So it's a tiny escape if he wants to get away from his villas in Italy and Portugal. But $50 million on the surface may seem like a lot. But when he did this for his family, it's worth a lot more than that. It all started when he was a young boy growing up in Portugal. His family was struggling pretty badly. They even had to share their food and bed. Then Ronaldo made a promise to himself that he will become the greatest soccer player and to never see them at this stage ever again. Make sure to hit the like and subscribe buttons. It only takes a second and helps us tremendously with the algorithm.